What's up, guys? For today, we are taking a look at the best possible idea that you can do right now in World Flipper, which is win Powerflip. I'm kidding. Don't do this. I built this so you guys at home don't have to. This was not a good time. Later on in the future, I'm sure this team will get much better. But as of right now, you just don't want to build it. It's not great. You have to force it to work, and it's not a great time. So if we go over to look at the team, you'll see here we've got the Leon Vyron column, the Sha Suzu, Phiria, and then Baretta and Years Noenne. And this team is pretty much forcing itself to gain Powerflip advantage while also healing it. It's such an awkward team for win Powerflip. You could do other variants of win Powerflip with the Beast build with Lu, and then you've got Rolf as a Beast. You have Years Noenne's classified as a Beast. You've got Mew that you can throw on the team. You can put Albert in there. You can like maximize Powerflip damage with Lu in kind of the Beast build, but I really just wanted to do something with Leon here. And if we look at Leon is a unit. Some of you guys know what he does. Leon's leader effect is 40% attack to win units and 40% to Powerflip damage, just period. So he's giving the attack to win units and 40% to just Powerflip damage straight out. And for win units and Powerflip, there's not a lot to choose from. You have Lu and Mew, which I mentioned earlier. You have Leon right here. You have New Year's Rebecca, which I think has a little bit of Powerflip damage support. You have Nimbus. Nimbus gives Powerflip for wind. And it's not a good time because you're hurting yourself. Keep looking at Leon. Leon's first ability is what he does is he takes damage of the unit in spot of slot 3. So whatever damage slot 3 would take, Leon is now taking, and if he's in the main slot, he's going to be taking damage based on how much damage he took, but he also gains Powerflip damage based on combo. Team is a mess. It would probably be a lot smoother just going for the Beast win Powerflip, or just Beast Powerflip in general, especially with Rolf around, and I'm going to do a video on that team a little bit later, but I wanted to just do something with Leon today. Woke up with the idea of building a Leon team, and as I was going through it and building it, I just regretted it immediately. And we've got the Vyron here supporting the Leon, giving him that extra attack. We have Sha Suzu, Phiria with the Death Tome. We want to just boost up and get the Phiria ulti going so we can get the combo meter up with the levitate, and also healing us because Leon's taking damage. You're going to want some kind of heal. We do have New Year's Noenne. New Year's Noenne does heal, but some dungeons I've done and Necropolis runs I've ran, it's not enough just having New Year's Noenne. Leon still gets hurt pretty bad, so the Phiria helps with that. Also helps hit those 30 combo counts that Leon wants. And then we have the Baretta New Year's Noenne column. I'm gonna be honest, the Powerflip buff that Baretta provides is where most of the damage is coming from, because you've got Phiria ulting, she's giving levitate to your team. You're gonna be going around with the attack buff that Leon has. So when the Sha Suzu Phiria column go, Sha Suzu is gonna boost the skill gauge of Leon. When Leon ulties, Leon is going to increase the attack of all parties along with Vyron. Vyron is gonna provide Pierce, and then increases his own attack. You're going to get a lot of hits in with the Leon Vyron column, and you float around with the Phiria ulti, and then once the float ends, you're going to fall. Baretta's going to hit the flippers with that level 3 power flip, and then you're going to do some power flip damage. And the Death Tomb is going to be boosting the skill gauge of Leon since he's the wind unit. He's going to keep ulting, and then he's going to be providing the attack and Pierce because Vyron's there, so you can fly through. And since Sha Suzu ultis, gives ulti to Leon. It's kind of this cycling window here of just float and then fall into a power flip burst with Baretta. I strongly recommend not building this like yet. There's going to be units that come out in the future that make wind power flip not laughable, but right now it is. And I'm literally forcing it to work. It's not like, wow, I'm having so much fun using Leon on this wind power flip team. I'm just wrecking all the content. I'm doing a little bit of damage with the Baretta power flipping in the background, and I'm not happy about it because it just feels bad. But this is the team that I put together, and I want to show you guys how it's all running, what's happening here. We've got the Flame Wing Staff and the Gauntlet from the Golem EX to provide more power flip. And if we hop on over to a level 70 Necropolis run, we hop on in, this is going to be just a little look at what it does, and it's a way to just build combo up early. The Sha Suzu and the Phiria just get you that over 30 combo, and you're doing 500,000. It's like the damage is not great. You're just going in and it's usable. I mean, it does work. you can clear this Necropolis run with this team very consistently. Like if you're struggling to clear the Necropolis, which I know a lot of you guys, this is a breeze for you, but if you're a new player and all you've somehow pulled only these units, you can clear this Necropolis stage with this team. And it's nice here because you have the Sha Suzu and the Phiria, they'll go, then the Baretta will go and build up the combos with the Heaven's Torch, and then the Leon, the Vyron will go, you'll pierce through, float, stacking combos, gaining damage, and then you'll power flip for that 1,000,000 damage. But it's not like you're not doing crazy power flip numbers here. The team is just so awkward, and I really do think the wind power flip with Lu, if you really do want to run some kind of wind power flip right now, that might be a lot better. But in the future, Leon will be usable in so many different ways other than what I'm doing right now. This is just like, this is like literal copium with Leon. You just put together a team and use wind power flip. It was just a fun little thing I wanted to do this weekend just to see if I could get it to work, and it works. It's just doesn't feel great while it's working. But what's cool is when you have the Baretta ulti and you build up the combo while the Phiria float's going, you get that damage stack for Leon. So there is a little synergy there. But I mean, it clears it out. I think it's like a mid 3-minute run for Necropolis. It's, yeah, almost 4 minutes. It's not exactly the most exciting thing. And you can optimize it a little more. You can like force other off element units in there and make the damage go a little more power flip wise. But the more you do that, the more you're going away from a wind power flip team. We're already away from a wind power flip team. It's just boost up the Leon attack. Baretta does big power flip. Like that's like 90% of these awkward power flip teams. You have the side core of, I think this element's doing power flip, while the other half of the team is just literally Baretta does big slam. Like, I don't know. It's weird, but it works. If I hop on over to the Skyline event, it's not the crazy difficulty of the Skyline event yet. This is still the very easy one, but the team does survive and it can clear this content too. So it does work. You can use it. You can see here the Leon is taking damage for everybody. He does get hurt. That's why the double healers I'm using, the Noenne and the Phiria, are so necessary, because he'll die pretty quickly, especially if he's taking damage for that off element. You've got the 7,000,000 damage here. I mean, team works. If you want to build wind power flip, you can use this build here and you can clear the current content that's out right now. I highly recommend not doing it. Don't put investment into that. It's just something I built so you guys don't have to build. You can see how it works. Appreciate you guys hanging out watching these World Flipper videos. If you are looking forward to just more World Flipper content, all the team builds and things I'm going to be covering in the future, and just more Gacha mobile content all around, hit that sub button. And remember guys, if you hit that thumbs up, it'll help bring my rates up. Peace guys.